So this is a study performed at the experimental station of Romillé on tooth trimming in piglets. We observed interoperator variability, and we're trying to offer ways to limit this occurrence of this practice. There are two possibilities. First of all, the piglets with the trimmed teeth. We were able to check interoperator variability, and then we compared these piglets with a tooth and non-eroded teeth, and for the other ones, we tried to predict risk factors associated to skin lesions, or perhaps create a model that could predict the occurrence of these lesions. So to begin with, we had 5 batches. 2 of them were used for the comparison of the 2 sets of teeth, whether they'd been trimmed or not, plus 2 additional batches that we used to look into risk factors for the appearance of lesions, that an additional 72 group of 70 individuals. Intensity of trimming, 3 operators helped us trimming, and the scores went from 0 to 3. I'll show you a few pictures to show you the scale. 0, the objective of trimming, it's very little trimming. 1 is slightly more marked a trimming, but we have not at the top. And then 3 bleeding other tooths. Skin lesions. We took measures at first day, at the day when they are treated, G7 and D14, the first and the second week in the life, and J28 is the day before weaning. Our piglets, we scored the lesions of face, left, right, and chin, 0 to 3. 0 is a piglet without any lesion. 1, a piglet with lesions between 0 and 0.25 of the area concerned. Then 15 to 25% of the surface, and none 3 more than 20% of the injured lesion area. We weighed each piglet on sows. We did a rating of skins of the teeth and counted the number of functional teeth. Statistically speaking, to assess the quality of the trimming from one operator to the next, we gave a global score, which is the addition of all the scores for face lesions to compare piglets that had been trimmed untrimmed. We calculated in 3 classes, and the logical regression was performed for risk factors of lesions. We divided the scoring into 2 classes, and then we started with the univariate logistical regression and the multivariate one in order to predict the risk of seeing lesion at day 7. We gave 7 rates or notes, and then we performed a logistical regression analysis, ascending one. Variability of the trimming from one operator to the next. You see operators that are 3 A, B, C with the number of piglets per operator on the line below, and the last 3 lines are the scores of teeth. You see that according to the operator, the intensity of the trimming is not the same, and this is a significant difference. The importance of lesion in the face at different stages, you see the table. The day 7, that's where we have the piglets with the most lesion, and this is a variable that we want to focus on to find an explanation for this phenomenon. So G7, lesion of the face, yellow, those who had their teeth trimmed, and in green, untrimmed teeth. The overall score is made up of the addition of the notes on both sides. You see a discrepancy. Some piglets with teeth that haven't been trimmed have more lesion than the other ones. To conclude, what trimming is concerned, it varies from one operator to the next. Even though they get the same training, you need to adjust intensity in order not to trim the teeth too much. In our comparison, we saw fewer lesions at J7 and J15 for non-trim teeth piglets. Risk factors, inconsistency between the number of functional teeth on the sow and the number of beta piglets, and the quality of prediction model is average, because there are many elements that we may not see that correspond to practices that we have in our Romillé farm. Thank you for your attention.